Hello, this is Max Quester, looking to bring to you today Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest. We already beat the first game, and that was pretty much fun. And I did want to go through the orders of things. I did try recording this previously. There was some corruption that happened, so we're pretty much having to start all over again. Might go a little smoother this time, because I did decide to take up a map from you this time. Nothing too crazy, just something to keep me on better track. So I'm going to go ahead and get this started, and we'll see where we go from here. Hey, first town, here we go. Oh, strange. Okay, this is the town of Jova, I believe. And there's a few things that we would want to buy to get things easier. Namely, first thing first, we want to use the starting parts that we get, which are our currency for this game, to buy this holy water. The holy water is a very good item to have, due to the fact that the way it works, it is free to use, don't have to use any hearts to cast it, and now, because the whip is a very straight line, you can't exactly attack anything that's below you. Oh! And here we have the white crystal. Now, we are going to need this as well, so we are going to have to get more hearts, so that is going to require a bit of grinding. But yeah, as you can see, the whip straight line attacks in a straight line. The holy water actually targets a small arc and going straight down. It also has the special property of revealing bad blocks or invisible blocks. That way you don't have to... Funny, that way you don't fall down pits that they might be able to go down, or reveals hidden passages that you wouldn't be able to go through. Also, there is the church that's back in town, so we're going to be able to heal. So since this is the beginning area, I'm not too worried about taking too much damage. Probably end up spending on... Oh, that was quick. Apparently, the ending system of the game is tied also to how many nights you take trying to beat the game. Funny enough, from what I have heard, it seems like the good ending is taking the longest time, and the bad ending is doing it fast way. Something... There's supposedly a bunch of mistranslations and miscorrections done on the game, so it can be a little difficult to know what's been intended or not without consulting the creators originally. Ah! That is a very jumpy wolf. Got him! Okay, where are we at? 26. 26. Thought I would have a little bit more. Ooh, he's a very jumpy wolf. Okay, let's go ahead and get some... Oh wait, we can't heal because the church is closed at night. That's not good. That's fine. We can... These little green, ghoulish characters, they move predictably enough that if I get them to spawn, I can farm on them a bit as well. These big, bulgy hearts are worth much more than the smaller parts. Up in here. Okay. Slowly working up to what we're trying to make happen here. Go. About one more of these should do the trick. Hopefully we can get one more before the night's over. And then that should give us enough to get the white crystal, which is important for moving forward. At first, I just bought one because it was up. Oh dear. Well, the good news is, it only resets our hearts if we get a full game over, so we still got all what we have. And I guess we don't have to worry about healing in the church again. But we don't want to get too used to dying whenever, because we got a lot of things to buy. I think the only game that I know of that might match the amount of things you have to buy is, I think, what's it? Kid Icarus? I believe that's very Metroidvania-style game to it as well. But although a little more vertically, something more on the more Metroid style. Yeah, we're getting a lot of currency here. Alright, there's also going to be several items we're going to be needing to get here. Maybe not so much in this individual town, but all across the game. There's a lot of important items to get. But that white crystal, very important one to get to start. Want to get him up. It seems like anyone who's wearing these white robes is looking to sell you something. Alright, so technically we have everything we need. And... let's see, where are we at? 36? I guess that's enough. I guess that's enough to continue forward. Here... well... just making sure the map's nice and settled. Okay, so cave. Here we go. Alright, so going to proceeding forward to the next town. And those wolves get very hoppy. Now when we get to the next town, we still want to have a good amount of parts to pay for a few special things. Ooh. Now, these fishmen can be very annoying if we're not careful. Or I don't... because if they pop out while you're trying to jump, they can easily get you killed, and those hits are one way and one life. So if you're not careful, that'll be another life gone. And... oh, there's an example of how the holy water works. Oh, and these are like rather bloody poisony swamps. Be careful with those. Usually check on the walls just to make sure nothing breaks up. There's usually like fairly supposedly clues to beating Dracula hidden all over the place, but considering the translation of things, the meaning of them can be a bit lost, I suppose you could say. This is... if heading down leads to the next town. So we'll go ahead and work our way that way. Towards town of Veros. Let's see. Gonna be a few items that we would want to get from here. Oop. Come on. Oop. Run it. Very glitchy map too. So. Yeah, why not? Okay, this way might be a little better, I hope. No? It works enough. Moving forward. Oh, well, took a bit of time there. Well, not to worry too much. It's probably for the best. We still do need a... whoa! Didn't realize this... oh, that's a two-hit bird? Oh, that's just mean. Oh, that is just very mean. We can't go into the doorways either. Okay, I guess we'll head back for a little bit until it turns day, and then we'll head back into town. That way we can get a bit more currency. Because we only have 68, and I think we're going to need more than a little bit more than that. Jump for safety. There we go. Considering they're dropping higher quality currency out of it anyways, not too bad. A little farming never hurt anybody. Oh, and that was a level up. There is actually a bit of a leveling up system in this game. They really tried to make it as an old RPG of sorts. Well, there's like 6 level ups to do. Part of it is giving you more health, and part of it is reducing the amount of damage you can take. So combined together, you can take some hits. 116. You definitely want to have the money we have because there is some good items coming up, and we want to have the money enough to buy it, including a better whip. And how much we got? 20? Nice, got it. But yeah, the more we got, the better. Okay, missing the timing. Probably not too much more time. Nope. Is 136. I think we need 150 for the main item I would like to have. Nice, nice, and almost there. There we go. So 150. Still have a lot of things to be prepared for. So having... Oh, there we go. Let's see where to begin from here now. Just use the moment to get the extra little bits. Okay. There's only... This is actually a very nice small town. All of the other places get a little bit more convoluted. But this one seems simple. Now... I can either get a nice sub-weapon that's pretty much equal to the weapon if I got like a basic upgrade, or I can get the more expensive, more common weapon. I think for the sake of argument, I'll go ahead and get the more expensive item for now, which will be in here. Inside here, we have some hidden floors. Whoop. Also, when you're inside a building, time freezes, so you don't have to worry about time there. Purchase a chain whip. That's an upgrade for our current whip. I think that there are several ways to upgrade the whip. Ooh, doesn't that look nice? That's going to do some serious damage. Now, there is another item here that gets things a little more rangey. But I think we're fine not having to worry about that right now. Now then. Yeah, I think now is a good time to make for the first actual castle of the area, or manor. Hard to say what the true form of it is supposed to be called. But in-game they're called manors, so I'll call them manors. I'd say we're at least an okay pace. It's in. And up we go. Turn around and gotcha. Very good. Another thing we do, we still need to get a good solid chunk of hearts, because we are not done buying anything yet. Even when we're trying to get into where we want to go, we still need a good amount of hearts. Because there are a few things we'll have to buy even when we get into where we're heading, which is right here. The first castle, which is Berkeley Mansion. Oh, I need to do something. There we go. That's why we needed to buy the white crystal. This platform will not reveal itself unless you have the white crystal equipped. So that's that mystery solved. I think there might be a few other things that the white crystal might do, but after it's... Oh, there's also some hidden floors around this place we have to watch out for. So keep an eye open for that. At the same time, we do want to keep fighting these guys, because we only have, right now, 14 hearts, and we do want more. Go. I don't actually know if the monsters in the castles drop hearts. Oop, it's close. Oop. There we go. Oh yeah, this whip is doing some damage. I love it. Now, aside from these monsters, there's not actually that big of threats. At least in this mansion. Oh, okay, so they do. It's just it's a harder drop, but they do drop. For some reason, I thought that would be a wall. Alright. Ah! You would think I would have realized that that was an open floor. Oh, what's this? A symbol of evil will appear when you strike the stake. When you strike the stake. Oh, okay, I know what that's talking about. So, stakes. In order to complete these dungeons, castles, manors, you need to use a stake upon this core item. And once you do, you will get a part of the deceased Dracula. And with that part, it can help you finish the game. And that's essentially what we're doing. Much like a certain Mega Man game, trying to get the parts of Zero, we are trying to gather all the parts of Dracula to put a final end to his curse. At least that's the hope anyways. Let's see. Yes, I want... So what I first want to do, actually, is make sure I got 50 hearts again. Because, as I mentioned, you need stakes to be able to complete the mission. But where do I get stakes? Well, funny enough, they're inside the castle itself, and I keep falling for that. Okay, I might want to stop talking for just a moment here to stop falling for a very simple trap. Oh well, at least it's helping me farm. I'm almost there, so... Yeah, I'm gonna say I did that on purpose. There we go. 50. Perfect. See? All according to plan. Oh, that wasn't, though. Still gotta get a lot of items to go, so I'll still pick those up. Okay. Now. There we go. Now, still want to be careful. I don't know for sure. I just know that there are some floors around here that are bad. There he is. That's the fella that will help sell us the items we want. But of course there wouldn't be a hidden floor for that guy. Well, that'd make it too easy, wouldn't it? But nope, we'll be able to get to him. The decor of this place certainly is something. We're looking at all these hanging skeletons. Oh, gotcha. Alright. And then we take this set of stairs here. Thankfully, once we have the items, we don't lose them, so it's got at least a little permanent memory there. Invest in an oak stake. Yes, please. Now we see. Now you can only have one stake at a time, sadly. But I mean, you only need them for one thing. One job and one job only. Let's see here. And it should be just around the corner, actually. Thankfully, this whole castle is kind of... what am I looking for? Built rather circularly. So it's very difficult to actually get lost. Oh, what's this? What's that? A flame flickers inside the ring of fire. Okay, I'm not quite sure what that means. That's the thing. The only reason why I'm considering using maps or guides or anything in this matter is it's such a convoluted game. It's very much a product of its time, where things were not exactly well done to get translated over here. I still remember a game where a lot of the monsters were called dwarves, and all the other people were considered to be elves. Alright, so this is the orb that we must use the stake on. Boom! And with that, we get a piece of Dracula. Dracula's rib. I'm sure you're wondering, what do we do with this rib? Well, it actually, I don't know why, but for some reason, it gives us a shield. And this is a shield that helps protect us against projectile attacks. And considering there's a lot of monsters in this game that have projectile attacks, in the other places that we're going, kind of important to have that. Also, another thing I think is important, that while we're here, just to save time, we might as well get another stake if it'll allow us. Because if we know we're going to be needing them for all the other dungeons, then why not make sure we got another set, right? Especially if we get to keep them even with death. Perfect. There we go. Let's go jump on over to our buddy over here. I'll go ahead and take another oak stake, if you don't mind. Thank you very much. Perfect. That should save us time dealing with any future one. Oh, we have to get out of here. We technically could go downwards, but I don't want to. Oh boy, is he a little faster? Yeah. Hard to tell if he was moving the exact same speed horizontally as I was, or not. Oh wow, that guy suddenly has bones to throw at me. Alrighty now, we can go ahead. Well, we're technically done with this place now. Wasn't that pretty darn easy? I don't believe they're all as easy as this, but considering our only goal is to get to the piece of Dracula, I'm not too concerned. Oop, and drop we go. There we go. Yeah, and I don't know why, but there they go. Alright, we definitely have a few more hearts as well. Whoop, that was close. Might as well grab these extra hearts while I can, too. There we go. Once again, we still got quite a few things to buy, so if we can spare any time away from farming, the better. Now that we are out here, let's see. Where are we heading to next? Bear with me here. I believe next we do want to go back to the main town we were in. Okay, next there is another town that we are going to want to go to, and it is actually to the right, although I could go back and get the next item I was planning on getting, but we could probably skip that for now. It's not exactly that important. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and head down to the next town, I believe. It's going to be a bit of a journey, so let's get moving. And of course, let's not forget to pick up hearts while along the way. Now, I don't believe all the towns have churches to heal at, so we really want to be careful on this trip. Oh, yeah. Now we have these spider guys. I am not a big fan of the spider guys. Oh, and now I have spider guys during Curse Night. Not great. Not great, but we'll be fine. Still be fine. Alright, now we're in the castle. And they happen to have the Eyes of Cthulhu from Terraria here. Who would have thought this was originally where they were from? They are just as persistent. Let's see. Wait a second. Oh yeah, this is actually a shortcut. Well, I guess might as well do it. Not to where I wanted to go, but actually a little bit back. But it still matters. So I'm gonna stick with it for a moment here. Nope, it'll just have me drop. Okay. Uh-oh. Ooh, that was really close. Where are you at? 68? Perfect. Ah, I remember when that used to take only... I managed to take 2 hits to kill one of those bats. Now it's only 1. This chain whip is some good stuff, I'm telling you. Oh, and there is a church here guaranteed now, so all I have to do is wait till daytime and we'll be looking pretty. See if we can't farm some of these ghouls as well. We'll say they tried to do a very innovative things. They didn't all quite succeed. I'm sure a lot of it came off more annoying than anything. Especially to a certain angry nerd who plays video games. Oh wow, this night's going on long. It's 3 o'clock in here. I forget what time it switches back. Maybe 6 or 8? What's the sign say? Turn right for Dobby's Path, left for the Veros Woods. And that's how you know this is the town of Veros, I think. And to the left was the woods of Veros. So I guess that was the best way of trying to figure that out. Yeah, still getting a lot of hearts, that's for sure. Bum bum bum. 3:05. My goodness. It's a long night. Sure the town. Am I sure the time's not frozen when I'm in town? Okay, nah, it's still going. There it is. The morning sun has vanquished a horrible night. Alright. Now then, let's go ahead and heal the church. Let's go ahead and heal the church. Now, we did get a very nice whip here. That was nice, but there's another item that we can actually get. I may not use it much, but it's nice to have, I think. Just... looks like an empty room, but nope, we have a secret passage here. And another merchant. This is the dagger. Anyone who has played the original Castlevania definitely recognizes the dagger. Good old throw it, throw it. Now, the reason why you might want to use it is because it's a longer range than your whip. So, if anything's just out of reach, you can be able to reach it with that. But most of the time, we're going to be using the whip. And the holy water. There's just something about it just kind of fits. Now then, next we're going to head to... Actually, there is something else that's hidden in the cave we were just at, looks like. We're gonna put that up. It's a little important. Oh, there we go. Da-da. Say what you will about the game, it's got some great catchy tunes. And honestly, at this point in the industry, I think as long as you had great music, you could... Great music is what really sets you apart from a lot of games. Because you could have a great game, but the music could be horrible, and it kind of really hindered how much your game was going to do. Or at least in popularity. Compare that to when a game was not that great a game, but the music was just rocking. And oh yeah, people were definitely into it. At least that's my opinion so far about things. Oh! You now possess the Sacred Flame! Wonderful. That's another special weapon that is going to be helpful. It shoots out a nice little pillar of fire there. It pretty much works like the actual fire part of the holy water back in the original Castlevania. So, makes a minor stun lock on enemies. Does quite a bit of damage. It's a good weapon. But it does actually cost a heart to use. I think there's a handful of items that do that. Ah, close. Oh, wait. There's actually another special thing in that spot we just left. Some special knowledge. Nice. Got him. I thought there was. Ah, Now I see, Really hope the next town's had a church in it, because I'm kind of not following... Uh-oh. What a horrible night for a curse! I have a curse, sorry. Yeah. Now I see. Ah, that's where it was. Ah, shucks. To replenish Earth, kneel by the lake with the blue crystal. So, that was going to be our hint that the next crystal that we're going to be getting is the blue crystal. And, oh, that was close. Let me make sure something here as well. We're moving forward here. Looks like that we are just going through the top. Almost to the next town. I don't know if the spider webs goes through the shield or not, but right now I don't quite want to test it. Ooh, that was close. But yeah, just around the corner from the next town. Ooh, nice. Oh boy, that was close. And here we are, the next town. The town of Algebra. Or Algebra. Let's see, what's the sign say? Well, maybe that's why I always didn't think I could read the signs, is that maybe some of them don't actually have anything you can read. But let's see, there are a few things in this town. And let's see, I have 169. Okay, there are a couple important items to get here, and thankfully I have enough to make it happen. Now we just have to wait for a town to open up. But yeah, there sadly is no church here, so yeah, we're gonna be having to wait a bit. And we want to be a little safe, at least until we buy these items, and also do a special trade. Because there should be someone willing to trade our white crystal for a blue one, which is, as you can, from what you heard before, very important. Because without it, we can't do what we're supposed to do by kneeling at that lakeside. Oh no! Okay, yeah, that's a surprisingly powerful ghoul. All the rest died in one hit from this whip. Might have ran into a boss monster there or something. I don't know. Nah, it wasn't. It was just a lot stronger here. Alright, should be very close to the day slipping over, and then we can continue. I'm thinking that that leftmost number is the number of days that you've had. Okay, so it looks like it's about 5:30 or 6 whenever it's supposed to swap back over to daytime. Alright, let's go ahead and buy some items. This one also uses the hidden blocks. So if you didn't have the holy water, you would not be able to get these. So, holy water is pretty much required to beat the game. There we go. Will you buy some? Guard! Why, yes I would. We get 2 clothes, which is perfect, because I think we need 2 clothes. And also, there should be a person out there. We see. The way this is designed, you kind of have to return the way you came in. Let's see. There should be somebody also being talkative upstairs. Oop, yeah. One second. I had to sneeze there for a second. Okay, Next spot. This area doesn't exactly have anything special to it. So we go on to the next one. And up we go. And in here, we have the next item that's going to be very special for us. Which is also hidden on another downstairs path. They sure are pretty deep in here, aren't they? Alright, this one. Buy some of my laurels. Why, yes I will. So these laurels, what they do is give us temporary invincibility. Now, there is going to be some important places we need to use that at. Because they pretty much make impassable terrain passable. Before we go even deeper from that, we have to find that blue crystal. Because that gets us into our next place. And this guy, who kind of looks like us a little bit, just decolored different spice. I'd like to exchange a white crystal for a blue one. And there we go. Now we have a blue crystal. Also funny interaction here. You try to give him back the blue crystal. I refuse to exchange my crystal for yours. Like, okay, sure, buddy. Guess he's very, very much likes his white crystal. But there we go. Now we have what we need in order to continue there. But we're not actually completely done here. Well, in the town, sure. But there is one more thing in this area we can do. And that involves the garlic. Here in this area, I don't know why, but you can use the garlic to summon this fella. I'll give you this silver knife to save your neck. Now, I believe it is very much the same as a dagger, except it goes much further, maybe does a little bit more damage, but just like the flame, it too costs currency to use. So, gotta have to keep that in mind. Also, you cannot re-pick up the garlic. So, that's sad, but it's fine. Okay. Now then, do we want to special here? Okay, now we're gonna go back the way we came. And since we have the blue crystal, we can go back to where we came from. Now, I don't know if it's that lake with the blue crystal that gets us where we need to be. Ah, but wait. There was a split in the path where we had before. That's where we actually want to be. Because that wasn't a lake we were at before. That was just more like a pool, closer than a lake. But there is a lake in the game, and we're gonna go to it because that's where our second castle is. Whoop. Darn it! I was kind of testing the shield there. But right now, I am not so scared of getting a game over, because the game over just puts you back right in the same screen that you're at, but you just lose all your hearts. So it's not that big a scare to lose, per se. But it can be a little hampering if you haven't gotten everything you wanted to get. Alright, so we're gonna head downstairs here. Oh, what a horrible night to have a curse. So yes, the curse strikes again. At least now we don't have to get anything in town, though, so we're still on a good path. Doing so far so good, I'd say. Good thing he's pretty slow. Now, maybe I shouldn't worry too much about picking up the hearts, because I'm probably gonna die again. But, well, some things are a habit that's too hard to put down. And here we are, the lake. So we're supposed to kneel here for a little bit. And there we go. Turns a bottomless pit to bottom pit. And here we are. Castle or manor number 2. Also known as... Where is it on the map? There's a few spots. Castle 2. Rover Mansion. And it looks like this place is a little bigger. That's fine. Let me just make sure there's not anything there. But before we go in there, I think we're going to go ahead and take a pause on here. Once again, I thank you very much for joining me for this episode of Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest. When we return, we'll go into Rover Mansion and find the next piece of Dracula. See you there.